here's the thing, you don't really have to like think too hard about this, right? Because if you say like, what is the strongest counter Henry could make to Umit's objection, right?
Mhm.
All that really means is what flaw did Umit make? Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like,
Mhm.
if you can really only counter with the flaw that they made, right?
Right.
So it really comes down to read what Umit said, figure out what he messed up on, and find that answer,
Right.
right?
It's just worded so weirdly.
I know, but like it's not very different
Mhm.
from like any
Mm.
other question type. If
Right.
you like really kind of think about what is like the purpose behind this question being asked.
Mhm.
Right? All right, Henry, engines powered by electricity cause from batteries cause less pollution than ICE engines.
Mm.
Therefore, to reduce urban pollution, we should replace standard automobiles with battery powered vehicles. Okay, the big problem with Henry's argument, I know that's not our job, but is that right? The problem is right. The problem is the batteries need to be produced. That's about it,
Mm.
right? Like,
Right.
as in, like, you can't say that it produces less pollution because, well,
Mhm.
to have batteries, you gotta make them, right? And batteries have a lot of issues and production. They harm the environment a lot. Like, obviously, they don't say that, so you don't know, but like, it's, you know what I mean? Uh, Umit disagrees because battery powered vehicles have very short ranges, must be recharged often. Widespread use would create greater demand generated by power plants, which are themselves a major source of pollution. Right. So this is what he says. Right. They need to be recharged with what? Electricity. How do you make electricity? Well, it seems like it would create a greater demand for electricity generated by power plants. Right.
Mm.
Right. Well, there's kind of like two issues with this. Right. Number one is that is Henry's point wrong? Is he even addressing Henry's point?
Mm.
Not really, right?
Not really.
Like,
No.
it still produces less internal combustion, right?
Hmm. Right.
It's like why does it matter where the electricity comes from? Right?
Mm.
The second point is why does the electricity have to come from power plants that cause pollution?
Mm.
Right? Like we have a lot of green energy these days. Like we have like wind farms and we have like nuclear energy, which is like a
Right.
huge thing,
Hmm.
right? So like why, right? Just because it creates a greater demand for electricity generated by power plants, does that mean it actually comes from those power plants that cause pollution? And the answer is I don't know. Right?
Right.
The flaw
Hmm.
that Umit commits here, okay, is saying that just because it can come from these power plants, he's presuming it will. It's a possibility certainty flaw.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Mhm.
Right. Okay. The strongest counter Henry could make to Umit. Pollution caused by power plants is generally confined to a small number of locations a significant distance from major cities. Um, so dumb, but I'm guessing I gotta leave that because it says urban, right? Increased air pollution resulting from a greater demand for electricity would be offset by reduction in air pollution emitted by electric vehicles. Do we ever talk about this offset?
Yeah.
I think it's like okay, right? But if you really think about it, right? I think it's like a pretty strong argument. But if you really think about it, the increased air pollution, right?
Mhm.
We're not talking about air pollution first and foremost. We're talking about urban pollution, right?
Right.
A great resulting from a greater demand for electricity would be offset by the reduction in air pollution emitted by electric vehicles.
It's just a
Where
lot.
does he? Yeah, it's like it's not a bad argument, but it's like
Hmm.
the first thing is like, why does it need to offset? Oh, actually, the first thing is like, do we know it offsets?
No.
No, we don't. That's like the thing, right? But
Mm.
it says if true, right? So like assume that it does offset, right? Right? The increased air pollution resulting from greater demand would be offset by the reduction in air pollution emitted by electric vehicles. Does that do anything for our focal, like for our actual argument, which is it's better or worse than internal combustion engines?
No, it's kind of just bringing another point, like kind of.
Right. Right. So if it is offset, right, doesn't that argument like doesn't this kind of like kill the entire like argument that Henry had?
Mm.
Right. So like how can Henry respond to Umit's objection with an argument that kills his argument?
Right. I see.
Right.
Mm.
Right. So the increase in greater demand for electricity would be offset by a reduction in air
What does
pollution.
offset mean, like in this context, though? Like I don't really get.
It's yeah, so it's just basically just like to remove the influence. So if you eat a Big Mac, it has like what, like 250 calories.
Mm.
You go for a walk for an hour, it offsets those calories.
Okay, I see. Okay,
Right?
yeah. Hmm.
The increased air pollution resulting from greater demand for electricity, right? The increased pollution, air pollution here that causes this
Mm.
because of, we got to get electricity from some factory, right? This increased demand, whatever that is, would be offset, right? Removed from the equation from reduction in air pollution emitted by electric vehicles.
Oh, but that's what Henry is talking about. I see.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
exactly what
see.
Henry's talking about, right?
Mm,
So I guess
right.
what point does this bring us any forward? I don't really think so.
Yeah, I see. I think
Does
I
that make sense?
definitely misread the question then.
I think this urban pollution thing is I'm guessing it's gonna be A, to be honest with you, because it's such a shitty answer, but it's such a minor thing. Anyway, let's go through CD. Electric motor could be restricted to lighter vehicles such as compact cars. Okay, but, why does this matter? Right?
Mm,
Why does compact cars matter?
yeah.
Hybrid vehicles using, why do hybrid vehicles matter, right? Right? Most power plants are currently operating at level capacity. Okay, so if we max out the capacity, does it change anything about this argument? No, right? It still causes pollution. Okay, pollution caused by power plants is generally confined to a small number of locations with significant distance from major cities. Okay, so what this kind of says, not a favorite argument, is that Henry's argument of reducing air pollution urban pollution still holds. Right?
Okay.
Because where is this electricity that these factories are producing?
Power plants. That's what he's
From?
saying. Power
From
plants.
some, yeah, so yeah, Umit is saying the power plants still produce pollution,
Mm,
right? But Henry's argument is specifically about urban pollution.
right.
So
Okay.
if these power plants that creates the pollution, they're far away from the urban pollution, they're far, far away.
Mhm.
Does Henry's argument still hold? Yeah, yeah. Right? You just be like, well, I was arguing about pollution in Toronto, not about
I
India.
see. Okay. Right.
Yep. Does
Mhm.
that make sense?
That's so hard. I would
I,
never pick that answer.
yeah, I think the big thing here is that this seems like the conclusion of Henry's argument, right? But
Mm,
that's actually not the conclusion. It's this one.
right. No,
I
I
think once
did
you,
highlight
yeah,
that, but I think, yeah, I just completely overread like the urban pollution
B.
part.
Okay. They
Yeah.
do that a lot. Yeah, they do that a lot where they'll hide a sneaky word in there.
Mm. Yeah, I guess in my mind, yeah, it does sound like the same thing, but it is very two different things.
Yeah. It's also I'm not a huge fan of this question because it requires you to know what the word urban means. It's you can make an argument
Mm.
saying people should know it, but it
Mm.
kind of goes against the spirit of the test if you ask me.
Mm.
So I would go with A. Does that make sense?